Greetings everyone, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of GTV. I'm Don Valiant, and this is the news from Gyeonggi Province this week. The Gyeonggi Provincial Government held a special performance to promote interest in science among youths. Held at the Pangyo Techno Valley on December 23rd, this event, titled G-Science Concert, featured various performances combined with technological demonstrations. Students are fascinated as they watch a b-boy performance in darkness, made visible only by LED lights worn on the performer's clothes. This is part of today's event, held under the theme of Past, Present, and Future of Science in Life. The concert was attended by more than 300 high school students in Gyeonggi Province. The theme of the event was also the topic of a free discussion that followed, featuring the director of the Advanced Institutes of Convergence Technology and a senior researcher from Samsung Electronics.
과학이 단순히 책 안에서 존재해서 우리한테 일방적으로 가는 게 아니라 정말 내 옆에서 내 앞에서 이렇게 주변에서 쉽게 접하고 또 우리가 소통할 수 있는 그런 것이 바로 과학이다라고.
That is exactly what this event was organized for, to provide youth with an opportunity to view science from more practical perspectives instead of simply as a subject of study.
학생들이 이공계에 대한 관심, 또 과학이 어렵지 않다라는 그런 호기심들을 더 키우고 앞으로 학생들이 과학의 미래 창의 과학자가 될 수 있도록 지원하는 그러한 자리가 되었으면 합니다.
The Gyeonggi Provincial Government also supports various events such as contests and educational programs that are designed to promote science among children and youths. On Christmas Eve, 15 enterprises were awarded Good Workplace certificates by the Gyeonggi Provincial Government. The Good Workplace certification system was introduced in Gyeonggi Province in 2009. Employees of this medium-sized enterprise in Anyang City, specializing in surveillance systems, have high levels of job satisfaction. They are the driving force behind the company's remarkable achievement of 18 billion Korean won in annual sales.
2013년 신규 인력 20명을 채용하였습니다. 또한 직원들 복지는 물론 교육비, 학자금 등을 지원하고 직원들이 비전을 가지고 보람있게 일할 수 있도록.
The Good Workplace certificate is presented to select enterprises like this company that contribute to job creation and the improvement of work environments. Selection is based on assessments of the employment increase, work environment, and growth potential of enterprises. The recipients of the certificates are entitled to use the Good Workplace mark for 2 years and will be provided with priority treatment in a variety of support programs.
경기도에서 지원하는 중소기업 육성 자금이나 수출 지원 자금에서 우대 금리를 받게 되고 또 고용 환경 개선 사업 등 각종 21개 시책에 대한 지원을 받을 수가 있습니다.
The work environment improvement projects of Gyeonggi Province are part of many efforts to help small and medium-sized enterprises grow and create more quality jobs. The Korean government announced that, from January 2nd, a penalty will be imposed on commercial establishments that operate heating systems with their doors open. This measure was taken to prevent the wastage of electricity during the winter when power consumption is at its highest. In this commercial district in Suwon City, doors of many business establishments are kept open. A national crackdown on heating with doors open will begin at the same time this ban goes into effect. Offenders will be fined up to 3 million Korean won. In conjunction with the national crackdown, the Gyeonggi Provincial Government plans to introduce detailed regulations. Targeting 10% less electricity consumption than last year, the Gyeonggi Provincial Government plans to limit the indoor temperature to 18 degrees and will enforce reduced illumination in all its public offices. Unlike in previous years, public service centers will also be included in the temperature limitation.
도민의 적극적인 에너지 절약을 위해서 공공기관에서 설선 참여를 할 계획입니다. 이를 통해 경기도가 에너지 절약에 선도적인 역할을 해 나가도록 하겠습니다.
A Gyeonggi Provincial Government spokesperson said that effective energy savings will be achieved only through the voluntary participation of residents. The Special Judicial Police of Gyeonggi Province uncovered cake producers who violated regulations on effective date indication. The violators unlawfully indicated or omitted the effective dates, aiming for a seasonal business rush. The Gyeonggi Province Special Judicial Police enter a warehouse in Yangju City. These tree-shaped waffles have no effective dates indicated on their cartons or individual packages.
아무런 표시가 없죠? 예, 표시가 없더라고 합니다. 들고 가는 게 아니고 거래처에서 만든 거 들고
At this confectionery distributor, 1.4 tons of waffles were confiscated by the judicial police. Another cake manufacturer in Gumpo City also failed to indicate effective dates on 5 of their cake products, including chocolate mousse cakes.
크리스마스 때 요 시즌에 한 20% 정도 조금 더 많아요. 그러니까 평상시보다. 붙인다고 붙이고 한다고 하는데도 뭐 하나 두 개 사람이니까 실수할 수 있는 거죠.
This particular cake manufacturer also used eggs that have no indication of effective dates. 77 kilograms of their products were confiscated. Out of 104 cake manufacturers in Gyeonggi Province that the judicial police visited, 13 were found to have produced cakes violating effective date indication regulations. Some even indicated the effective dates only when ordered to do so. A total of 18 violations were uncovered and 1.6 tons of cake products were confiscated.
제조 유통 과정에서 많은 위반 사실이 드러났기 때문에 이 부분에 대한 단속을 앞으로 더 강화할 계획입니다.
The disclosed violators will be subject to criminal prosecution as well as administrative actions, including penalties. In 2007, the Gyeonggi provincial government introduced the first dust warning system. Now, the provincial government has also decided to introduce an ultra-fine dust warning system. A GTV reporter examined the details. The recent increase of ultrafine dust in the air of Gyeonggi Province has compelled the provincial government to introduce an upgraded system that was originally slated for 2015.
많이 힘들어요. 집에 들어가면 느껴요. 어실어실하고 감기처럼 어슬기리고 그러니까 맨날 모자 쓰고 마스크 쓰고.
Ultrafine dust is more harmful than fine dust because it can easily permeate lungs and blood vessels. The Gyeonggi provincial government decided to move up the introduction of this upgraded warning system to January 2014. 4 separate regional systems will operate to cover all of Gyeonggi Province. Warning announcements will be made when ultrafine dust levels surpass 120 micrograms, and an alarm will be given when the levels exceed 250 micrograms. During the warning period, seniors and those with respiratory conditions are advised to stay indoors, while during the alarm period, everyone should wear masks and refrain from venturing outdoors.
향후 권역별로 초미세먼지 측정망을 점차 확충해 나갈 계획이고요. 도민의 건강을 위해서 미세먼지 저감 대책을 지속적으로 추진해 나갈 계획입니다.
The ultrafine dust warnings will also be provided in real time via electronic boards over roads, through the smartphone application My Town's Air Quality, and on the Air Korea homepage. The Gyeonggi Provincial Institute of Lifelong Learning and Gyeonggi University jointly organized humanities education for homeless individuals. The objective of this program is to help them rediscover themselves and restart their lives. Class attendees wrote their thoughts and drew their dreams on a sheet of paper. One writes that happiness may be closer than he thought, and that his dream of becoming a chef has been revived after philosophy classes. Another expresses his dream of living with his family again. Each thought is different, but one thing is common. They all still have dreams.
개인적으로도 별개로 다 생각을 했고 인문학 수업을 한 번, 두 번 이렇게 들으면서 이게 와닿더라고요. 마음에 닫혔던 게 이런 걸 일깨워주는 교육이 좋았던 것 같습니다.
The humanities education classes began in September this year at Gyeonggi University. So far, 30 homeless individuals have attended the classes and lectures in writing, art, physical education, and philosophy.
23살로 돌아가는 게 있다면 지금의 내 모습을 보시면
After the 3-month education course, a graduation ceremony with certificate presentations was held. The humanities education received positive responses and helped the attendees restore their will to regain independence.
내년에는 이제 직업교육, 일자리 지원, 그다음에 이제 주거 지원까지 도청의 복지 지원과와 협력하고 또 기술학교, 또 일자리 종합지원센터와 협력을 해서 이분들이 편안하게 정착할 수 있도록.
The Gyeonggi provincial government plans to establish humanities education for the homeless as a permanent program and will continue to help homeless individuals with their return to society. A large-scale cleanup operation took place at a coastal area in Hwasong City that had been used as a firing range by the U.S. Air Force for more than 50 years. It was the first cleanup work undertaken in this area since 2009, when the area was returned to Hwasong City. Access to the area by residents, however, has been denied due to safety concerns.
우리 이 바다를 지금 우리 어민한테 말끔히 그 정화 작업을 해서 되돌려 준다, 받는다는 기분, 얼마나 기쁜지 이제 삶의 터전을 새로 잡은 기분입니다.
Ammunition remnants scattered in the area pose safety issues and environmental concerns that prevent residents from utilizing the area, its vast mudflats, and the coastal waters. The return of the area after the cleanup will provide residents with a long-awaited base for their lives.
어민들에게 이 생활 터전을 돌려드리기 위해서 국방부와 경기도 또 화성시 또 이곳 지역 어민들이 환경 정화 운동을 벌여서 이제 어민들의 생활 터전으로 돌아가게끔 하기 위한 그 일이 되겠습니다.
The Gyeonggi provincial government plans to complete the cleanup of the area by 2017 before returning it to residents. When the cleanup is complete, this area will finally be able to support the livelihoods of residents for the first time in 60 years. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of GTV. We look forward to seeing you again next week.